There's apparently sleeping. Hello.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, slept through that episode.
Oh my. Okay. Well, yeah. Lexus slept through the episode, and I found myself asking, was anybody really asking for a Terra episode? That's the $1 billion question. And we're going to answer it as we look at The Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 6.
I have a lot of thoughts.
Please share. This is what we're here for.
Um, well, if you aren't already following us on Twitter, you should do so. Horrifyou on
Yes.
Twitter. I live tweet every Walking Dead episode, so you can get my real-time thoughts. I was trying to throw things at the TV this time, so it gets pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'd say one of the biggest things that I thought for this episode was, and I don't need spoon-fed, simple A to B to C storylines, whatever, but the way they played with time in this episode was real confusing.
Bit disjointed, to say the least.
Like, what was happening?
Yeah, well, because they kind of start the episode, and you're like, okay, here you are, and then, she's washed up on the beach, and then we come back from the break, and she's sitting in the van.
Yeah, we're back.
Hello. Okay, I guess we get it. And then, like you said, it's just various other points. They kind of went back and forth.
And they didn't always do it during commercial breaks. That's what kind of upset me.
Yeah.
I could maybe follow what was happening if it was every time we got back from a commercial.
That would make sense, yeah.
The time would change.
Yes.
But sometimes the screen would go black, and then it would be a different period of time. And that's hard to follow.
Yeah, and there was no reason for it.
And I actually said to you, I was wrong. I said, oh yeah, so she washed up on shore in the beginning, and now we're back with Heath in the RV.
Yeah.
I bet that was the end of the episode, and now we're going to wrap all the way back around.
That's right, you did. Yeah.
They've done that before, though. That's why I thought that. And then they just kept switching it. I'm like, I don't know where we are.
Yeah, it wrapped to the middle of the episode. So, yeah. Yeah.
And really, the passing of time. This was brought up on Twitter, and this was brought up on a lot of Walking Dead things. It was brought up on Talking Dead for the couple minutes that I did catch. That it's been 9 episodes since we saw Tara.
Yeah.
And they've been on a 2-week thing.
Yeah.
Has all of this happened in 2 weeks?
Yeah, exactly. And
I feel like how I imagine time in this show is wrong, because I was like, wait, it's been 2 weeks. Like, Denise was alive when she left.
Yeah, a lot has happened. Like, otherwise.
My heart, I died. I had, misty-eyed during that. But Denise was still alive last time we saw Tara, and I'm like, that's only been 2 weeks? I thought it was, 3 months.
Right, yeah. It is
an episode every day? That's a lot.
It's oftentimes hard to gauge how much time passes in this universe that they've built, and they're not necessarily clear on that. But this one was kind of glaring that so much has happened it couldn't be 2 weeks. That doesn't make sense. But again, like you said, it's been 9 episodes since we've seen her, so they figured out no one's gonna remember. We'll just throw this out there. Yeah, a bit of a mess on that.
I mean, that was this is only episode 6, so that was well into season 6.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my god, it's really been 9?
Yeah.
God, it was last year? This is a long plot here.
Because in real life, we've had a very long break. That doesn't help matters either. Yeah.
So then I think, obviously, the whole thing of this episode is Oceanside. That's really where we have kind of almost the most to talk about, I would say.
In some respects, yes.
In some way. Well, I think it was, anytime you have new characters, which this isn't Game of Thrones. Stop with the new characters. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We have new characters. We don't know where they are. They have a settlement. They have a thing. They have a whole lesbian dream thing going on.
That's what they had. Let's be honest. And I think you mentioned it on Twitter as well, that this was just let's start the Tara wild dream. Tara likes different kind of bush, jokes just flying because
I am 100% not mature enough to watch this, because there were a lot of lesbian jokes and I made them. And they were funny, and I could not stop laughing.
Yeah, and fish jokes. Yeah.
stuff. Like oh my God, that had to be written in there on purpose. But like,
It was. It totally was. I mean, yeah.
but why?
But well, I don't know. And then Oceanside itself was just a litany of writing cliches. I was
Yeah.
screaming at my TV. Was like, there's the matriarchal figure, there's the initial suspicion, then there's accepting and acting matronly, then there's the daughter who's the rebel. Oh gee, she's not gonna turn at the end. It was just like, my God, just everything that has been done to death. Like the writers decided to throw it in there.
Wait, and yeah, and I felt the whole story could have been really condensed down a little bit.
Totally condensed.
When the matriarch of the whole thing was telling the story about when Tara asked why are there no men, I knew she was lying. Everyone knew she was lying.
Yeah.
But we had this whole drawn out 70-minute episode for us to know 14 minutes in that the saviors had already affected this group at Oceanside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did we have to go through all of that? We knew that. I knew she was lying. I actually thought they might have killed the men, but someone did. Like, I knew it wasn't
would have been a
accident.
nice cliche. They got that one out at least. But no, and I think I mentioned it to you, and you mentioned it could have been condensed. Well, in some regards, it didn't have to happen because nothing happened this episode. In a big picture, we were introduced to Oceanside so that I guess later on it can be destroyed for some reason or play some role.
Well, I'm sure they're going to team up with Rick, or they're going to run into each other, or something's going to happen. I mean, I know she kept her promise at the end and didn't say anything about it, but
obviously, but nothing.
There's no way it's a one-off.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, but nothing changed. Like Heath is clearly not dead, despite that wonderful little fake out that you identified.
And I guess do all black people have dreads in the apocalypse?
Well, you know what? I was kind of going through my list here, and I'm like, I'm thinking in the world of Walking Dead, perhaps. You got Ezekiel's got him, Michonne's got him, he's got him.
And then the woman who they were trying, because we were talking about it, because the woman walker who was supposed to be Heath had the same hairstyle. I'm like, oh come on, not all black people have dreads, really? Right. And then we're like, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kind of. Sort of, they do, yeah. But yeah,
I thought Heath was in a dress. I'm like, man, what happened? Well, she was gone.
Yeah.
No, fake out. I fell for it though.
Oh God. Okay. But again, nothing happened, And the one thing that I'm seeing a lot this season and this episode put it on display at the worst.
You were angry.
I was pissed. I was super pissed. So. In this season, the walkers seem incapable of biting people's ankles.
Or biting anyone.
Anyone. But then, when Tara is on the bridge, about to be thrown off, there's 4 walkers ganging up on her, and she has a conversation with Heath while they're just not biting her. I mean, these were the worst walkers ever.
And then they pushed her off the bridge.
I'm like, what happened? I mean... this part of the strength of this show initially, when it first started, is that these walkers were terrifying
and ruthless.
Ruthless.
They didn't stop coming at you.
No, massive in number, kept going, did not stop. Anything they could get a hold of, a finger, didn't matter, and you were gone, and that's lost, and really lost on this episode with these. Little, I don't know, should I call them sandwalkers?
Sandwalkers, yeah.
Yeah.
But there also isn't any tension anymore because you basically know they're not going to get bitten. Right. So even though they're fighting with the walkers, there's no oh my God, what's going to happen? You just know nothing's going to happen, so I don't even care.
Yeah, because I think you had said something about when the daughter was firing her gun at the zombie's head and ran out of ammo. You're like, because
you know she's gonna be fine.
Yeah. So the tension is lost, and I don't know. I mean, was there anything else? Because I think I can sum up the episode pretty well.
I still feel mixed. I don't want to be one of those people who needs a shoot 'em up, crazy
Right, right.
guns, action, zombies, crazy. I do
Helps.
like Negan and like the violence and stuff, but I don't need that to have a good episode. So I don't want to say that. But this felt just. I wrote meh with a question mark.
And meh was the exact sentiment that I was going to give it as well. Yeah, just like
It didn't pack a punch, and I felt like they were trying to do some twisty things with Oceanside and
right.
like how the saviors actually already did terrorize them and stuff. And I
Yeah,
felt like there really could have been a lot of layers in that, because here's this group of people that we don't know that have their own history, feelings, rules,
stories,
culture, stories.
traumas, whatever. Yeah.
But I already knew, I guessed everything ahead of time, so I didn't have that like onion effect where you get to
No,
peel back everything.
no,
And
no.
I was like, but I could do some really good, tense kind of discussions or talking or getting to know some people. And that was just underwhelming. The zombies that were in it
Oh,
were underwhelming.
terrible.
Except when Eugene cried, then I cried. Um, and the ending was sad. I thought when, Tara was playing with the little bobblehead because she found out Denise was gone, I was like,
Oh,
my heart. Like, I can't handle it.
such a
Um,
sucker. Such a
but
sucker.
I think I did like hashtag softy for Eugene because I
There you
am.
go. Okay. All
Uh,
right.
but there wasn't even like the ending even felt very, huh? Like
Yeah.
she wasn't curled up in her bed in a deep depression for 3 weeks because she
Right. I mean,
lost.
this is The Walking Dead. We're expecting her to be, in the corner, rocking, crying, and then it ends. That's what I
Or
expect.
even like stockpiling, like looking for bullets or
Whatever.
weapons, or
Yeah,
like
she's going for
firing up
revenge, or she's
something. But it
shutting
was just.
down.
mm,
Eh, eh.
mm.
Yeah, it almost didn't even seem like a Walking Dead episode in many, many respects. So,
I haven't watched Fear the Walking Dead, but apparently the
yeah.
consensus was that this was like a Fear the Walking Dead episode.
Wow.
So
And I
I haven't heard anything about
don't think that's a compliment.
that. I wish they had condensed this down to like not even like 15 minutes, like even maybe 20 minutes, half an hour worth of stuff, and
Yeah.
then done something with the other 40 minutes, or I guess the other 10 accounting for commercials. But
10. No,
I
about
think they
20
could
total.
have condensed what they gave us and like
Yeah.
really made it stronger instead of stretching. That was 70 minutes. It was a 70-minute episode.
That's right. Yes. Trying to block that out. Um, yeah. So okay. So I think yeah, meh about sums it up for the both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, meh it is.
Well, this week we found out that lesbian jokes are not as funny as Jesus jokes,
No,
so
they're not.
oh well.
No.
Anyway, don't forget we have all along the bottom. Subscribe to our channel and our social media. I do live tweet every week, and we have these recaps up every single week.
That's right. And in the comment section below, please load us up with those lesbian jokes. There's got to be some good ones out there, and we would love to hear them. Oh, damn, girl.